Valens Research, Uniform Financial Analytics.
NextEra Energy is a utility company that really is focused on a lot of things around clean energy. And that is what their goal is to be able to push things around wind and solar and nuclear in particular, along with everything else they're doing. What's really interesting when we look at Next Energy is, of course, this chart is really relevant in terms of where return on assets are and asset growth. But the thing that I really want to focus in on isn't just that. I want to focus on something far more simple. Right? We here at Valens often talk in the language of return on assets and asset growth because we think it's a better way for us to understand free cash flow. But for a lot of people, we just want to focus on they just want to focus on EPS and EPS growth and PEs. It's a very simple way to think about the world. It gets you right to the root of things. And we also look at that. And when we look at that data, all of a sudden it can change your context even for something as simple as an EPS to realize how bad and how incorrect as reported metrics are. For NextEra, last year, as reported EPS for the company fell by basically 20 to 25%. However, in reality, that the EPS didn't fall. When we see from a uniform accounting basis, we can see EPS actually grew from $1.17 to $1.24. It actually grew, and it's forecast to continue to grow. All of a sudden, we don't have a company that you would assume any utility would be pretty resilient during the pandemic. So, wow, this company actually saw its EPS drop during the pandemic. That's pretty troubling. In reality, we can see because of what they're doing, their EPS actually rose even during the pandemic, and it's forecast to accelerate. We're changing directionally, we're changing how we think about this business from a declining, shrinking EPS business to an expanding EPS business. Something as simple as that is what you can get the wrong data for when you use as reported metrics versus uniform accounting data.
Valens Research, the world's leading source for uniform financial analytics.